Hi, this is Giancaterino, the Internet Librarian at Jenkins Law Library, and I want to take a few minutes today to talk to you about next-generation search engines. What you're seeing right now is definitely not a next-generation search engine. This is Google, and we're all familiar with how Google works, and I've done a search for insanity defense, and you can see the 10 blue links that I get. This is pretty standard. We've been seeing this for the last few years now. Google has tried to do a few things. Like, for example, they give us some related searches at the bottom of the page here, and they also give us some suggestions from their book database. But all in all, Google hasn't changed all that much in the last 3 or 4 years. What I want to do is highlight a couple of the next generation search engines that are available today that perhaps show the results page in different, maybe even better ways than Google, ways that will help you find what you're looking for quicker. One of them is called Searchme. Searchme, if you have an iPod, Searchme is going to look really familiar because they basically use the whole concept of cover flow. Once you do the search, you can flip through your results pages. You can see I've done this search for insanity defense, and now I'm going to just flip through the pages. And it's really useful because, number one, it pops up with the sort of cache copy highlighting here, but it also allows me to flip through and see which pages have more text than others, which pages have perhaps images or other multimedia like audio or video clips. You know, you get an idea before you actually go to the page what it's going to look like and whether it's worth your time and effort to go there. And I really like this approach. At first I thought it was eye candy, but I really do see the value of knowing beforehand whether it's worth going to the page that you've got. Another next generation search engine that shows promise is Powerset. Powerset was recently bought by Microsoft, but they have something called Facts from the Wikipedia that I think is very useful. It's in sort of like the Model T stage right now. They're working on it, but once they give it some money and time, I think it'll be really interesting. The Facts works in the format of subject, verb, and object. So for Lisa Nowak, who is associated with the insanity defense because she apparently is going to pursue one of those defenses, we see all of the subject, all of the verbs and the objects related to her. So this is quite interesting, and it gives me another view or another glimpse of researching this particular subject. Again, it's not perfect, but one day perhaps they'll get to the point where they've got this very sophisticated. If you're interested in search engines, Google or other next generation search engines, why don't you consider taking a CLE class here at Jenkins. They are affordable, they work around your schedule, and we have a number of individual CLE classes that will be able to give you some glimpse and some knowledge about web searching. You can see here that we've got great web search engines to cure your Google fixation, and we'll talk about Powerset, Searchme, and other search engines in this class. This is Giancaterino, the Internet Librarian at Jenkins Law Library.